Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is the first video in the new house. None of my stuff is here. It's currently here. I'll put a map on the screen where our stuff is. That's like cameras, tripods, everything. So currently I'm using a mobile phone gimbal and my iPhone. So it's probably going to follow me around. It's a new area. Might be echoey a bit, I don't know. We got this mic going, mic's pretty good, so fingers crossed, but we're here. Whew. What a last 2.5, 3 months. I mean, in reality, selling the house in England was the biggest stress I think I've ever been through, and you know, that includes divorce and kids and everything. So if you're gonna do this, it's tough going. But hey, we're here now. We've got a new machine. We've also got a new scoop. We've also got another exciting thing, another new scoop, but I'm going to talk about this probably in another video. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this and see which one I went for. So let's put this aside. If you're sneaky and you can pause, you can see what brand that is. But coffee in hand, very different coffee over here in Canada compared to England. It's very expensive. But hey, Walmart mug. Thank you, Walmart. $2. So let's get this thing out of the box. It's not a massive box. I wonder if that gives you an indication as to what might be in there. Massive bit of polystyrene. Over here. Hello. There we go. There we go. The joys. Thanks, DJI. Instructions. Here we go. Let's just give you. That is what we've gone for again. I've had this before. I've had one of these little Piccos, as they're called, the 4080s. They're really, really good machines. They're pretty well priced. Depending on where you buy them, they're kind of £700 to £800 in England, somewhere around 900 to 1,000 Canadian dollars, depending on where you get them. I got this one from Nella in Toronto. Really good deal actually. So I'll put a link in the description below. They've got loads of stuff if you're in Canada and North America, or not just ice cream related stuff, but all pro kitchen stuff as well. So link in the description below. Not affiliated. What do we get? We get the classic, it says Musso there, scoop, you know, gelato kind of thing. It's functional. Does what it does. Let's get the machine out. This is going to make a mess and the camera might follow, so who knows what it's going to look like. Let's get down lower, look. Look how shiny this is. Nella, there you go. That's where I bought it from. You got your chill button, your spin button, and your timer. That's it. None of this fancy, you know, do you want to pre-freeze for 7 minutes or 25 minutes? Do you want it to, you know, keep cold for a long period of time? This is kind of OG, so this is something that, you know, a lot of ice cream machines want to be like, and some of them are insanely expensive, and you don't really get any much more than what you get with something like this. The 5030 is a bigger version. It's basically the same, but just makes more ice cream. This nice little lid keeps things cold, keeps the cold in when you're churning, and in my experience this will make around 1.2 litres of finished product. And the back door is randomly opened. Hold on. And we're back. yeah, 1.2 litres of ice cream at a push. You're going to push this machine. It's a small profile machine. Why have I gone for small profile machine? Well, in the last 2 years, I put on a not insignificant amount of weight. Not just because of the ice cream and the channel, but because of personal habits and, you know, lifestyle, stress. I put on over 20 kilos. So over the last 2 or 3 months, we've been changing our diet and decided that it's probably best for YouTube and for all you homemakers as well, because most of you don't have massive ice cream machines in your house. You have something small, you know, something a bit more compact that will make smaller batches. So in line with what most people make, this is why I've gone for this. I love this machine. If you're interested in a machine, this is probably one of the best home machines you're going to buy. So I can't really review it any better than that. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to clean this up and get it ready, and we're actually going to make some ice cream. Yay! What you've got to do with a new ice cream machine is clean it up. So I've taken the lid off, I've undone the little nobule bit on top of the dasher. The dasher's been cleaned, washed, the lid's been washed and cleaned. You are going to go over the whole machine. Make sure you don't use any sharp kind of, you know, or rough kind of stuff. Make sure you're just using something soft like sponge. Give it a nice wipe down. Make sure it's all ready to go. Like that. You're gonna wipe it down. Wipe it down before you let the water dry. Because if you let the water dry, this is stainless steel, you're gonna get water spots everywhere. So nice and clean. It's rattling away, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So we're wobbling around because this has adjustable feet, but because this is nice shiny worktop, I'm putting these little protective pads on the feet. And actually it cuts down on the noise as well. Not that this is a particularly loud machine, some of them are really loud, but they can get quite loud. Especially if you're pushing it, and you know, if anyone's going to push an ice cream to its limits, an ice cream machine to its limits, it'll be me. Done. Get the cable out. Where's the cable? Cable is here. Quick tidy up. Undo the cable. And what we're going to do is talk about the specs. So, 79 RPM. Is it close to that? Yes, it is pretty close to that. It does fluctuate a couple of RPM depending on where you buy it from, which country, and what the input voltage is. But 79 or 80 RPM is a really perfect kind of speed for churning at home machines, because it gives you the right amount of overrun, somewhere around 20 to 25%. All these store-bought, mass-produced rubbish will give you 100% overrun or more, and that just means 100% air. So for every 1 litre, or you know, if you're doing volumetric weights, you get exactly the same amount of air. It means it melts very fast. Basically, we live on a building site, just to let you know, so you're probably going to hear lots of trucks. It means that your ice cream will melt really fast, and it will be very light. It might appear over creamy, but without actually a dense creamy taste, and that's the way that that air responds to your tongue. The ice cream will go onto your tongue. It will give you the impression of smooth, you know, lacking in deep, big ice crystals, and actually it's just cheap crap. So You cannot beat homemade ice cream. As long as the recipe's good, this is 100% the way to go. So we are going to make some mint choc chip ice cream. It's all new ingredients, so we're going to get the ice cream calculator up and quickly knock up a recipe. So before we go into the ingredients that I've got here, we're just going to look in the manual and just give you an idea of what it says. There's some basic safety gumph that probably no one reads, but it says 1.5 quart capacity. Really irritating hair there. It says 30 minutes, which it is, I guess, in total. If you pre-chill these down, you know, for 5 or 10 minutes, and then put your base in, your pre-chill base, you can get it done pretty quick. You can get it done within 17, 18 minutes. So here it says 1.5 quart capacity, 3 quart per hour. It's 11 inches high, 12 inches wide, and 18 inches deep. It weighs 38 pounds. It's got a 100 watt, 1 horsepower motor. It's obviously 115 volts, 60 hertz, and it uses R134 refrigerant. The refrigerant is different to how it used to be. R134 is a slightly more modern variation of coolant. I mean modern, you know, in generalized terms. It's much more effective than the old machines used to have. But then it goes on to list, it then goes on to list various ice cream, custard recipes, peach ice cream, apricot, honey, vanilla, chocolate, coffee. I mean, I am in North America now. I'm never going to be able to get used to the cup thing. So if you live in North America and you're expecting cups, it's not going to happen. You know, ice cream is a science. I mean, it's not as much of a science as a lot of people like to make out. It's science in respect that certain ingredients do exact things in your recipes, and you know what they're going to do based on how much you put in. So that is a very scientific part of ice cream. And when you start including stabilizers, it's extremely scientific. Throwing in cups. Nope. Oreo ice cream. There's loads of stuff. Sorbets. You know, it's also, you can use these, all ice cream machines, all home ice cream machines can be used to make ice cream, gelato, sorbet, even semi-frozen drinks. They're all the same. Some people advertise them as specifically for that. They're not. You can make anything like that in your ice cream machine. Frozen yogurt, yes you can. It just cools things down. It just makes stuff cold. That's what it does. So if you want to make, you know, really fancy boozy cocktails, just use your ice cream machine. Yeah, look, fluffy strawberry sorbet, chocolate sorbet. I mean, you know, we've done chocolate sorbet on the channel and it was pretty spectacular. I'll put a link in the description below. Vanilla ice milk, chocolate ice milk, frozen yogurt, raspberry sauce, caramel sauce. You know, these you don't make these in here, these sauces, but it does give you the indication. Maybe I'll do a little series of making some of these just to see how they turn out. You'd hope quite well considering what this company do, but hey, you never know, eh? So let's put that out of the way. Ingredients. Whipping cream, 33%. I tried to find a 36% version. I haven't managed to find it yet, but we're looking, this is also something that we're going to have to talk about, is nutritional breakdown. We're going to have to do calculations. What is that, math? Math? Ingredients, I want to check something. Ingredients. So, this whipping cream contains cream, milk, cellulose gum, carrageenan, and cellulose gel. What happened to just cream? Canada. People just want cream. They don't want all the other shit that goes in it. So I'm going to try and find cream that doesn't have all this junk in it. There's no need, because if you want to put stabilizers in your ice cream, I don't know how much is in there, it doesn't say, but potentially that could screw you up. So let's see. Right, I had made the ice cream and it's in the freezer, but I thought it would do this, and the cream with all the stuff in it does not make good ice cream. So I'm gonna make this a part one, and what I've done is I've gone to the store and bought a lot of cream, and I'm gonna do loads of comparisons and determine which is the best cream to make ice cream with in Canada. So if you wanna see which one to use, stick with us for part two, because it's not what you think it is.